Hey everyone, it is around 7:30 in the morning and it's actually pretty windy, and normally we don't get a lot of wind up here on the ridge. So I decided to decorate the railing of my deck here. Actually, these are curtains that I hung out here. Just got them yesterday in the mail from Amazon. I got a couple smaller ones over there, but the reason I'm hanging them out here is factories treat textiles, whether it be clothing or rugs or bedding or curtains, with a lot of different chemicals, and it takes some time for those chemicals to come off, and meanwhile you're breathing that all in, in your indoor air. And I would normally wash these to get most of that off right away, but being as I don't have my washing machine here yet, and we just went to the laundromat and I didn't get the curtains before that, I'm going to air them out now, and I am going to hang them because we probably won't go back to the laundromat for another, I don't know, week or two. But hopefully by then too I'll have my washing machine here, and it's not that hard to take them back down again and just wash them. So just remember that when you're getting, maybe a new comforter or a rug or something, if you can let it air out or wash it ahead of time, it's probably a good idea, especially when it's like winter now and you're not going to have your windows open a lot, getting a lot of air circulation into your house. And in fact, I did check the weather. We're looking at getting some rain in a couple of hours, so these won't be able to stay out here too long. But it's 35 degrees out, and honestly, it feels good. If you look around a bit, you can see all the leaves are pretty much gone off the trees. What's left is, brown and ready to get off with some of this wind. Okay, it's kind of dark in here, but I just wanted to show you out one of the windows. So we have a really nice view, and out of almost all the windows it's a really nice view. So we originally didn't plan on doing curtains, and part of that was when we first got the cabin. It was winter, it was early December, and we had come up here a few times when there wasn't too much snow, and the cabin felt fabulous. The wood burner just really put out the heat, and we didn't think it'd be necessary to have curtains, at least in the way of insulating the windows or whatever. But now that I think back to it, it was, I don't think we ever got colder than 20 degrees when we were up here. And a few weeks ago we got a cold snap that was, wow, really cold for early November, that had come down out of Canada, and we were more around 4 to 10 degrees, and we really felt it. Especially the bedroom was a lot colder than we had anticipated, but when we had been visiting earlier, we had always slept here in the main room right across from the wood burner, and we were like sweating, it was so hot. And that's a different case over there in the bedroom, and even the bathroom's colder. Let me see if I can show you this. Okay, you see up there, that's like the dividing wall from the main kitchen living room area over into the bathroom, and that was all open, and so the bathroom actually did not get very cold. But Paul built basically a ceiling in the bathroom so that we could have an area to store stuff. And now the bathroom gets much colder than it did before. We're working on that now. So in our changing the cabin around a little bit to our liking, our needs, we changed what our first impressions were basically of the cabin. So you know, it's an ongoing thing and forever evolving, I guess. But I think that's true with most houses, you know. So anyhow, that's this morning. One other thing I wanted to mention is this neat little fan. Now, I just got this, I want to say a few days before the curtains came in. And it goes, you know, on top of your wood burner to help circulate the warm air. And, you know, it had good reviews on Amazon and whatever. But, you know, everybody's situation is different. So I was really skeptical if this thing was really going to help, you know, to help to keep the cabin warmer. And honestly, it's not as cold as it was when I wanted this fan. So the real test will be when we get down to lower temps again. But both Paul and I, you know, we both think it has actually been helping, you know, to spread the heat further than what it was going. So right now, I'm thinking this was a really good buy. If it turns out in the long run it wasn't, I'll let you know. So I'm boiling up some eggs here just for, you know, to have as a snack or for lunch or whatever. But I wanted to tell you guys something. We don't have our own chickens yet. We probably won't get chicks until the spring. But we also haven't found a nearby farmer to get eggs from. But, you know, it's not that we looked real hard either. You know, we've just been busy with so much other stuff, especially, you know, being around here. We don't go out and about a whole lot. But anyhow, we have to buy our eggs from the store, and I always spend, you know, more money looking for free-range eggs. Paul never seems to grasp this. He'll just grab whatever is on the shelf and probably what's cheapest. But he had been shopping with me a few times and saw me buy the more expensive eggs, and he didn't get it. And I'm like, well, you know, it matters to me that they come from hens that can at least walk around, and the free range get to be outside. You know, it's not the same as you or I raising chickens and having our hens outside and laying their eggs, but it's still better than the conventional eggs that most stores sell. Anyhow, Paul normally doesn't pay attention to stuff like that, so I was so surprised when he had told me he bought eggs. And I went this morning to go and get them, and they were the free-range eggs. He remembered. He was so thoughtful. I thought that was so cool of him. I was sitting out here for a little while, just enjoying the almost kind of misty day now. And I thought I'd give you a little look over here. That is my brother's camper. He was going to stay up here for a little while this past summer and build himself a small cabin, but decided against that. And so now the camper's still here. But anyhow, tomorrow is opening day of hunting season. So Paul said that he had planned on going somewhere near the cabin. Well, not the cabin, the camper. To hopefully do a bit of hunting. Let's see if I can get you a different shot here. Even though we did get some venison, geez, a little over a week ago, close to 2 weeks ago, from him hitting that deer with the work van, we divvied that up between us and the kids and a couple other people, and so it was great because, you know, it fed or will feed a lot of people. So up here he can, you know, sit anywhere around here really and look up into the ridge. Deer are all over the place here, and with the softer soil you can see the prints really easy, and they're calling for snow later tonight, early tomorrow morning, so that's a hunter's dream right there. But if it doesn't snow, it'd be hard to see any tracks because of all the leaf cover. But, you know, he's got a lot of area to choose from. Neighbors had tree stand over around that area last year, but they moved it. So I don't know. I mean, if you look down here on the road, I see prints all the time. And in fact, we do see deer occasionally walking, normally behind the cabin, not in front of it how it is here. But I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see, and we'll find out if he gets one or not.